everyone, it's DiegoDoom here. Today I'm bringing another review. Today I'll be reviewing Max Factory Figma No. 137 Tekkaman Blade. Tekkaman Blade comes from the 1992 show Space Knight Tekkaman Blade, also known as Teknoman. In the distant future, Earth is attacked by an alien enemy known as Radom. Parasites that use other beings as hosts. The Radom forces are led by armored soldiers known as Tekkaman. Takaya, also known as D-Boy, is a Tekkaman free from Radom's control. Takaya battles alongside the Earth Space Knights to protect Earth from Radom. So, if you all have not done so already, definitely take a look at the 1992 show Space Knight Tekkaman Blade. It is simply fantastic. But nonetheless, Max Factory Figma No. 137 Tekkaman Blade is another fantastic release in the Figma line. Tekkaman Blade has a fantastic sculpt, fantastic paint applications, fantastic accessories, and a great range of articulation. So first take a look at Tekkaman Blade's accessories. Tekkaman Blade comes with a pair of open hands, a pair of cupping hands, a pair of holding hands, one additional head, one Tekka Lance connector, one Tech Shield, one Figma stand, and one Figma bag. So let's start with the hands. Now first and foremost, this is my very first Figma figure, and I'm very impressed at how well organized the accessories are. So we have this very nice tree that holds all the hands, so it's pretty cool. So starting from right to left, we have the open hands, cupping hands, and holding hands. Each pair of hands have a fantastic sculpt and a fantastic paint up going on. A very nice black glossy finish. This is very nicely done. How these hands attach via a peg system. So we'll pull off one of the hands here, pop off our holding hand. We'll grab our figure, pop up the fist like so, and we'll kind of focus that a lot better. Remove our fist, put on our new holding hand, and that's it. This hand can tilt and spin freely, which is very nicely done. The next accessory is the additional head. The additional head has a fantastic sculpt with fantastic pamps going on. Very nice, vibrant white, emerald green, red, and yellow, so definitely very cool. Now this head is the OVA head, so you can see more of D-Boy's face on the inside, so it's very nicely done. We'll kind of focus that. We'll zoom in too. See nice inner sculpt going on here, so very nicely done. So how this head attaches, we'll grab our figure. We're going to remove the existing hand. So we'll grab our figure here, pop the existing hand right on off, like so, and try and keep it with the collar. And one issue I have with the collar here, it's kind of free spinning, so when you put on the new head, it can appear a little bit crooked or, not straight, so you want to make sure that this is as straight as possible so it doesn't look awkward with the new head on. So we'll kind of keep that as straight as possible and push it down in, and we'll see how that goes. Oops, let's see. Really wish that collar was kind of in a fixed position, but still, we can manage. And there we have it. So now we have the new head on Tekkaman Blade, so it's definitely very cool. The next accessory is the Tekka Lance. The Tekka Lance has a fantastic sculpt with fantastic paint-ups going on. A very nice sculpt indeed. Very nice metallic silver. Definitely very cool. Now, initially we first get the Tekka Lance. It's actually split into two because Tekkaman Blade can dual wield his Tekka Lance. So to connect this all together, we have the Tekka Lance connector. So we'll pop up the handle at the bottom here first. Grab our connector. And we're going to peg that into the bottom like so, which is pretty simple. We'll go ahead and slide the first portion into the holding hand. Grab our figure here, push it in down there like so. And also, this is held very firmly in Tekkaman Blade, so it's definitely very cool. Pop on our other handle, pull this right on off, grab the lance again, complete it, and now Tekkaman Blade can use the Tekka Lance. This is definitely very cool and very nicely done. Fantastic. The next accessory is the Tech Shield. A very neat accessory here. A very nice, vibrant red, white, and emerald green here. Definitely very cool. So to attach this, first we can store it away on Tekkaman Blade's lower back. So we peg this in like so. It's initially stored like this. So very nice there, but also we can attach it to the forearm. So we'll pop this off. To attach to the forearm, we'll pop up this piece here on the forearm initially. Pop this off. Swap positions with it, the upper hole. Peg it in like so. And also it's going to be a little bit tough to peg in at times, so bear with me. So we'll get that in as best we possibly can. Grab our new shield here and peg that in to the bottom hole, and everything kind of slots into place, which is very nice. So definitely very cool. The next accessory is the Figma bag. Now, again, I'm new to Figma figures. This Figma bag is very nice. I probably won't be using it, but it's pretty cool to have. You can throw all your accessories in here and label this bag accordingly, so very nicely done there. Pretty cool. The final accessory is the Figma stand. The Figma stand is nice, but also fairly plain. It has Figma on the base. It'd be nice to have the Tekkaman Blade logo on the base, but still very cool. A very nice stand that doesn't use Tamashi clips, so it's definitely very cool. To peg this in, we'll grab Tekkaman Blade yet again. On his upper back, there's a peg hole here. Kind of have to push this in as hard as you possibly can. It's kind of tough to work it in at first. We'll kind of focus that better. But once you wear the peg hole down and the stand peg in, it kind of works out. So we'll push that in as best we can. And there you have it. So definitely very cool. So let's take one moment and put Tekkaman Blade in a seamless flight pose. So now we have Tekkaman Blade in a seamless flight pose with his Tekka Lance and looks absolutely fantastic. I really do enjoy the seamlessness of the Figma stand. However, I really do wish the base was more customized for Tekkaman Blade, but what we have here is still very cool. So, now we have Tekkaman Blade's accessories out of the way, let's go take a look at the Tekkaman Blade figure itself. Tekkaman Blade has a fantastic sculpt, fantastic paint applications, and a great range of articulation. So first let's start with the head. So we can look left, we can look right, very high up, very far down. The shoulder pads are very nicely articulated, but also they contain a very cool gimmick. If we pop open the shoulder pad, that reveals the Vault Tekka, so it's absolutely fantastic there and definitely very cool. However, I did encounter a small issue with my figure. First, you notice this white hook piece here that holds everything together. On the opposite shoulder pad, when I pop this open, you'll notice that piece is actually separated from the rest of the figure, which is pretty unfortunate. It came that way fresh out of the box, but still, it does not hinder too much, so we can still perform the full Vault Tekka, so it's very nicely done. So do be careful with your shoulder pads when opening and closing them. Moving on to the rest of the arms, we have a very nice 360 rotation going on the arms here. Arms come out a little bit less than 90 degrees, so very nice there. The shoulder joint rotates freely, so very nice there. There's a slight upper bicep swivel. It's really determined by the shoulder joint, so we can twist in and out like so. We have single jointed elbows. The forearms can actually swivel, so very nice there. The fists are on pegs, so we can spin these freely and tilt these freely, so very nice there. In the upper chest, we lean very far forward, so a very nice ab crunch. Lean very far backwards and twist side to side. Also, the vents underneath are slightly articulated, so we can focus a little bit, so we can move these ever so slightly, so pretty cool there. Moving on to the legs, we kick forward about this much, and the legs come out outwards, so very nice there. Then because of the size significantly too. There's an entire leg swivel going on as well. We have single jointed knees, very nice there. The feet can tilt and swivel, and the heels are articulated as well. So very nice. So a very nicely articulated Tekkaman Blade figure. Now, as we all know, this is my very first Figma figure, and I think I've been pretty spoiled by our Figure Arts figures with the double jointed knees and double jointed elbows, so it's a little bit hard putting them in truly dynamic poses, but still, it can be done, so it's very nicely done here. In terms of sculpt and paint apps, this is absolutely fantastic here, as you can see. A very nice pearl white, a very nice vibrant red, a very nice emerald green. Very nicely done. Tekkaman Blade is represented very well with this figure. Absolutely fantastic and simply stunning here. Definitely very cool. So, now we have the Tekkaman Blade figure out of the way, let's go ahead and conclude this review. To conclude the review, Max Factory Figma No. 137 Tekkaman Blade is another fantastic release in the Figma line. Tekkaman Blade has a fantastic sculpt, fantastic paint applications, fantastic accessories, and a great range of articulation. This figure is definitely very nice, very neat, and very cool. I highly recommend everyone picks this figure up. Also, if you have not done so already, definitely take a look at the 1992 show, Space Knight Tekkaman Blade. It is simply fantastic. This has been another review by DiegoDoom. Thank you very much for watching, and please stay tuned for more figure reviews. Like, comment, and subscribe.